In your submitted testimony, you mentioned the internet facilitated sexual exploitation of children as an evolving threat that your agency is faced with. And as you know, there are thousands of children every year through sites like Backpage.com and other internet sites that are sold. Backpage and other sites have acknowledged the existence of prostitution and sexual exploitation and of minors on their sites, and these sites are accomplices of basically promoting prostitution and exploitation of minors. I want to know where the FBI, has the FBI prosecuted any of these companies for knowingly permitting the exploitation of girls and young women on their sites?
It's a great question and a really important question, because you're right. We're seeing an explosion of the abuse of kids through the internet and the selling of kids through the internet. The answer is yes. We have prosecuted the people behind an outfit I think called Red Book that was in California. We locked up the proprietor of it running it, one of these Backpage.com outfits, and that shut down the site. And we may have taken civil action to shut down the site. So yes, we have.
Follow-up, since the online facilitated sexual exploitation of children is an evolving and prioritized threat, what is, help me understand your allocation to that area of investigations, and how does the Internet Crimes Against Children program fund fit into that?
Yeah, we have task forces that focus on this. I'm going to forget the number, but it's more than my number of field offices, so we have 2 in some places. We do this in every field office. We do an operation that I hope you've heard of called Operation Cross Country.
Yes,
we just did the 8th.
Great.
Where we work with state and local partners, because it connects to this cyber stuff, because a lot of the ways in which we find that people are looking to exploit kids is through those advertisements, where we try to take down in a swoop a bunch of these people, rescue the kids, and lock up, I hate the word pimp because it almost sounds like some sort of 70s comedy thing. These are slavers. We lock up the slavers and to try and send a powerful message. So I don't know the second part. I'll have to get back to you on the second part of your question, where the fund, the Internet Crimes Against Children fund fits in, but I'm sure I can find out quickly.
And I'm glad you mentioned that piece on Operation Cross Country, because I think the demand side, I mean, a lot of the work we've been trying to do, even at a state level, is changing the perception. So first of all, we've been much more successful here federally. These are victims. We're talking about young children who have been brought into this slavery, this form of slavery, trafficked and exploited. And what we have now we're turning our eyes to, how do we beat the demand? How are these people prosecuted? There's nothing more frustrating than knowing a 17 or 16-year-old girl who has been prostituted is the one that faces the criminal penalty, and a John walks free. It makes me, it is infuriating to me. So your focus on the demand side, both these portals that these criminals are using, and I agree, pimp has almost been romanticized in some areas, which is pathetic. But these Johns, these slavers, need to be the focus. I think you said name and shame. That's another area and a place. I mean, some of the people who are buying these children are people that at times are amongst us.